is Rhonda Cimarelli with A Balanced Life for You. And I want to welcome you to our afternoon lunch and learn. I'm so excited that we have a guest here. I realized that I did have to move it. So I'm recording this for you ladies who wanted to attend. The whole purpose of this today is we're talking to women in business, particularly those who are network marketing. So I just want to be clear that if you're running a network marketing business of any type, if you are interested in running a network marketing business, or perhaps you were in one and you were thinking about, oh, I really miss it because that's what happened to me a long time ago, this is really going to be for you. So here's what we're going to work on today. I'm going to share with you what I consider 5 primary skills and 3 secondary skills that you need to know and preferably master in order to build a successful and sustainable network marketing business. So let me ask you this. Would you like a successful and sustainable business?
Yes.
What, I always I always know that it's really important to define what is success for you, because you know your definition of success and my definition of success could be 2 very different definitions. So, Kay, I'm curious, what is your definition of success?
So as I put in the post earlier this week, I think my version of success is going to be having a business that I can leave, that I'm not the business. I'm running a business. I have people working for me, and I can go on vacation, or I can sit home and sip tea or whatever. I don't have to worry about making money because the business is running without me.
All right, so the business is running itself because you've trained other people to carry on your
Yes.
jobs. I love it. And I use the word sustainable. How would you describe sustainable?
I think that's what it would be. It would be other people being able to do the job and not have to have me micromanage them or be there all the time, or even have to worry that I turn my phone off because they know what to do and they know how to do it and they don't need me.
Love it, love it. So I love those definitions because what I have found is the sustainable part. You know, we all have ideas of what we need for money, and we want that money to be consistent, correct? A sustainable business, a consistent business, and a scalable business, which is exactly what you're describing.
Yeah.
So this lunch and learn, we're going to talk about the 5 primary, and then there's actually 3 secondary skills. All right. As I go through them, here's what I'm going to encourage you to do. So whether you're watching this on the replay or you're watching it live, I would want you to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 5. And each skill set, I'm going to define what 1 is all the way to 5. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So one of the first skill that you need, and this is so important, what about prospecting, or AKA leads? Let's face it, if you're in business, you need customers, correct?
Right.
What are customers? They're leads. Now, what I have found with most network marketing business is, here is the formula. You join your company and your company says, talk to all your friends and your family, right? So you go through your friends and your family, and then you go, now what? I have no idea. Because when you are out of leads, you're out of business. So this is something that, again, this is really referring to network marketing. So a couple of things. I do have a YouTube channel that I've got some little simple videos on, but learning how to come up with qualified leads. That is a key word, qualified leads. So Catherine, I know that you've been in business for quite some time.
Yeah.
I have some tried and true non-digitized formulas, different ways to acquire qualified leads, but I'm curious because you have a brick and mortar business. So what are some of the ways that have worked for you to generate good qualified leads?
One of the ways actually is referrals.
Yes. Referrals.
Referrals have been very big in my company and helping my company to grow. So, and the way I get my best referrals, of course, is the way I treat the customer that's standing in front of me.
Yes, yes, because we want to have great reviews. We always want to overpromise and underdeliver. Because if you do it the reverse way, if you did I say that right? Over.
No, the other way.
I was like, wait a minute, I think I said that wrong. Over deliver and under
promise and over deliver.
Yes, yes, thank you. It's one of those days. So on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 means I have no clue or I totally suck at this. Number 3 is okay, I'm doing okay with finding new leads, but it really needs improvement. Up to a 5. A 5 means I'm a master at this. I always have a full list of qualified leads. Where would you rate yourself today?
Well, 1 is what? That I don't know what I'm doing?
Yeah, no clue. I suck at this.
Okay, I don't think it's that bad, but I'm definitely not a 5. So I know you don't like to pick the middle, so I'm gonna do 2.5.
Well, in this case, you're absolutely right. I really prefer that people don't go right in the middle, but on this one, it's okay, right? So number 3 is okay. I'm all right with it. I'm doing all right, but I could improve with it.
Yes, absolutely. I'm okay, but I need a lot of polish on my delivery, maybe
Mhm.
when I'm cold calling. And you know what? It may not even be that, because I was talking with somebody yesterday, and I was saying that, that's really a scary thing for me. Because I don't want to get no. If they turn me down, oh my God. And it's like, but what's really going to happen? Nothing. I just need to make another phone call. And I've heard before and tried to put it in my brain, in my psyche, that every no gets you closer to a yes. But sometimes the no is like a stab in the heart.
Well, that's because as children, we have heard no something like 5,000 times. No, you can't have it. No, don't do that. No, 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 no. And we take it very personally as opposed to yes. So a lot of that is an internal dialogue. It is a conditioning, and those are some things that we can get into, but not on this one. But I'm hearing what you're
Mhm.
saying. No can be very
Okay,
scary.
that's okay.
And you're talking about some of the other skill sets, so we're going to move into that in just a second. But as far as polishing and always having a prospecting leads, one of the greatest gifts that you can give yourself is to learn how to talk about your business, your product, your service all the time in a natural conversation. What I see happening a lot of times in network marketing is, let's just say it's essential oils or skincare, and you know your product pretty well, and you go out, you go, I'm going to go meet some people today. And it turns into business or personal. So I can talk about business, but I don't know how to talk about business into my personal life. Therefore, it feels awkward and I feel like I'm scaring people away. Have you ever met somebody like that?
Yes.
So
Yes. Not me, but yes.
one of the things that I learned when I was in Mary Kay, I met this woman. I might even have her book. Yeah, I don't know where I put it. Yes, I do. I have to pull this out right quick. This was not intended.
Okay.
But this woman I met, she is the network marketing queen. Her name is Eileen Neckley. I had actually done an interview with her with this group. Eileen and I are actually friends, and she created this little log here called Caring and Sharing. And this is one of the greatest gifts I ever heard her talk about, was learning how to have a natural conversation, let's just say in the grocery store, at a line, wherever you are, and asking questions about the other person that could lead you to an answer of where you could be of service to her. So one of the things that she talks about is, hang on one second. Again, this was not on my original thing. Let's see here, personal shopping. I'm going to be in your neighborhood on Wednesday. Could I pop in and show you some of our new products? How
Okay.
about, one of the things I love to do is to help others start their own home-based business. Have you ever thought about doing something alongside your family and other activities to earn some extra income? That is such a non-threatening, open-ended question. And she's the queen, in my opinion, of learning how to incorporate personal with business. So again, if you want to increase your business, always increase the way that you have leads, you're prospecting, so you'll always find customers. Think of, the last thing I'm gonna say is, think about how many ways that you can work your business. So again, okay, you have a firearms business that we know of. And who could be a good JV partner for you, like a joint venture? So ladies in network marketing, who is a good complement to what you are currently doing? Again, I say complement, not a competition. So you're not necessarily going to go from one essential oil to the other, but essential oils, what are the benefits? You know, who's your ideal customer? What else is she or he interested in? Find another business that complements that and talk to them. Maybe you could do a promotion together. Maybe you could do a party together. Maybe you could have buy this product, get this one at a discount. So you can partner up together.
We actually did that. I don't know if you can see this, but this was the Martin County 4-H livestock and sale that we had last week. And so myself, Shelley, and Sonona teamed up together and put a full page ad for Martin County Firearms, laser tag, and paintball.
Love it, because 4-H, you're talking about kids who doesn't want laser tag and paintball. Because we were talking about that just prior. I'm a big kid. That sounds fun to me. All right. So like I said, your secret tip is when you incorporate the art and science of what I like to call warm chatter into your life, you'll never run out of leads. All right. So let's move on. The next skill set that you'll want to have is booking. Booking is the lifeline of your business. When you're out of bookings, you are out of business. So on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 means I have absolutely no bookings on my calendar, and I probably haven't had them in a while. 3, I have a couple, but most of them seem to fall off. Or 5, I have more than enough bookings to hold me over and to get my business moving. Of course, there's a 2 and a 4. So where would you rate yourself?
I think I would rate it as a 4. I am doing leaving April. So April has been a little slow, but I have been working on getting on the, well, I got one more booking on April. And so, but May is looking very well. I have 2, 3 private groups that I'm doing, and the schools are working on 2 groups for Williamston and Windsor. So that would make 5 for the month, which would be really good.
That is great for your business. Now, for those of you in network marketing, here's what I do know, because I was a consultant Mary Kay for 25 years. And a couple of things I want to mention about bookings. Again, it's a lifeline of your business. A, are you doing this full-time or part-time? Something I want you to ask yourself. If you're doing this full-time, you really want to know your numbers. And what do I mean by that? When I book, for example, if you book 5 appointments, how many are likely to hold? You need to understand, in order to make the numbers that you want to make, the income that you have, you need to know, if I book 5 appointments, 3 of them usually hold. And out of those 3 appointments, they average X number of dollars or X number of sales. Make sense?
Okay, yeah.
I also want to share with you that booking consistently. So if you are part-time, I know many of you are looking at part-time stuff. You've told me that your intention is over the next 2 to 5 years, leaving your full-time job, jumping into this full-time or whatever, to consistently book appointments is going to move that needle forward for you to be able to leave that full-time job or jump into this full-time, whichever holds true for you. Booking is as I said, the lifeline. When you book these days, everybody is really busy, crazy. Have you noticed that you might say, oh, well, let's get together. Let's have this online party, or let's do this face party, or let's do this book party. Take a look at my website. And how many times do you have people that go, yeah, that sounds great, but nothing ever happens?
All the time.
All the time. Okay. Well, booking goes into this sub skill, which is called coaching. Coaching is the art and science of holding appointments that you booked. So if you don't want your appointments to fall off, you have to learn how to do one of a couple things. One, double book yourself. I can't tell you how many consultants and small business owners that I see. They go, well, I can only do 3 appointments a week. So they only book 3 appointments a week. But guess
Right.
what? Out of those 3 appointments, 2 fall off, or sometimes 3. So if you know that that's the case, you need to double book yourself or even triple book yourself, because you have to, again, know your percentages. How many of your appointments book and hold? When you coach your appointments, it's a marriage, if you will. Coaching is essentially telling your potential hostess, customer, recruit a couple of things. A, why? Why am I scheduling this appointment with you? Because her radio dial is tuned into WIIFM. What's in it for me? She wants to know, why am I scheduling this appointment? What are the perks or the benefits of hosting this event? You know, how do I invite or share this event? I cannot tell you. I've offered to host different events for a variety of consultants for whatever reason. And it blows me away that they'll say, oh, just invite some of your friends. Okay, well, how should I invite my friends? You're assuming that I know exactly what to say and who to invite so that they'll show up. But when you can offer a script or a dialogue, even of saying, hey, Kay, for example, how would you like to earn your product at half price or free when we get together? Would you like that? Let's
Yes.
role play, right? Great.
Yeah,
Would you like to know how to get your products at half price or free?
absolutely.
Okay. Well, here's all you need to do is find 3 to 5 really cool people or girlfriends just like you. They love to play with makeup. They love to feel good. They like to try out new things. They don't mind coming out to a new place. So you're just going to come to your house. We're going to have a few snacks. So let them know there's going to be some food. We're going to try some new looks. I'm going to teach you how to uplift your eyes or put on new mascara, or if you're in essential oils, maybe I'm going to teach you how to de-stress, how to have more focus, more clarity, whatever it is that your products and service are doing. But you're going to teach your hostess what to say and who to invite. Now, by the way, okay, tell your guests that our plan is to start at 7, so please arrive between 6:30 and 6:45. We're going to get a little bit of paperwork filled out so we can know exactly what it is that's going to work for you that day. I know exactly what to put on your tray, or I know exactly what to serve you that day. So again, coach your hostess, let them know who to invite, why to invite, and how to invite. Now, when you have your 4 friends show up, they don't need to buy a thing. So please be sure to tell them, don't buy a thing. As a matter of fact, leave your wallets at home. Or if you are a party plan business and it's really important that they purchase, say, just in case you fall in love with something, be sure to bring your checkbook or your credit or debit card. So make sure that you explain to your hostesses exactly what their guests can and can't do, what they should or shouldn't do, when to show up. Okay, just so that you know, our party is going to last us approximately 90 minutes. Now, if we have lots of fun, you know what, you might want to schedule 2 hours, but we're going to hang out for approximately 90 minutes. So be sure to put that into your time frame. So are you hearing what I'm saying? I'm sharing with you what to do, why to do, how to do it, what to expect. And do you think that by sharing this with your potential hostesses, do you think that you will have a higher percentage hold, or do you think that they will fall off?
No, there'll be more that will stick.
Yeah. And can you imagine if you master the art of coaching your appointments? That means your appointments, the bookings are going to go up, they're going to hold, which means you're going to do what with your business?
Grow it.
Yeah, it's going to grow. So you're going to meet more people, you're going to have more business, your income is going to grow. And the coaching and booking also hold true for doing those team building appointments. So for you ladies who are network marketing, one of your other goals is if you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, bring a team with you, right? Mm-hmm. So you want to grow a team, and your coaching is going to benefit you with your team building appointments. All right. So on a scale of 1 to 5 with your coaching, here's what I want you to ask yourself. Number 1, more than 75% of my appointments fall off my calendar. Number 3, at least half of them fall off. Or on 5, less than 25 fall off.
Okay, so trying to interpret this for what I do.
Right.
Because I don't actually make appointments, but I talk with people and then and hand out cards. So I would say probably half of them don't make appointments or don't take a class. I talk to them and give them a card and but they don't make appointments. So then the other half, they do make appointments and that's good. They don't always bring other people with them, but sometimes they do. And that's what happened with one of my classes in May. One lady wanted to come, and I had room for her in one class, but she wanted to bring 4 family members, so I didn't have room for all of them. So we made a separate class just for them.
Very good. Well, as you can see, clarity eliminates confusion, and confusion creates the chaos. And chaos and a confused mind will do absolutely nothing. So clarity is key. So booking and coaching go hand in hand. Mm-hmm. All right. So one of your other skills, guess what? I know you're really good at this, Kay, is the presenting or the selling part. So ask yourself, are you clear and precise with your presentation? Do you know what the benefits and features of your product or service are? Now, do you know what I mean by benefits or features?
So I'm also typing so I don't forget any of this stuff. So my presentation is very clear. I don't have any problems with that. The benefits would be for them to be able to carry a concealed carry, know the laws, and have a good idea of how to act or what to do if they needed to pull out their gun. Mm-hmm. So yes, I think I'm clear on that one. I would say I really would say I am like 4.9.
Excellent. I love it. Well, for those of you who are watching the replay, just so that you're clear, most of you have some type of product. And again, I'm just going to use the skincare, cosmetics, or essential oils. A feature is an essential function of the good or service offered, while the benefit describes how your customer's life could be improved by the product's features. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So make sure that you're clear on your benefits and your features. So rate yourself right now on your skill set. 1, I know the basic knowledge of my products or services. Number 3, I'm adequate. I I know a little bit, I feel like I can get through it. Or number 5, I'm extremely knowledgeable. Where do you rate yourself? You said 4.5?
4.9.
4.9. I love it. But you know what? This was something that is buildable. Now, I believe with all my heart that, especially in network marketing, any business, the more that you know about your products or service and the features and the benefits, the more education that you're going to give your client or your potential customer, and they can make an educated decision. Remember, this kind of goes with the next part about closing. Nobody likes to be sold, but everybody likes to buy. Okay. So did I know all the products and features and benefits of my products when I first started my business? No. What I did know were the products that I liked and used. So I'm going to share with you one of the biggest secrets that I've ever found in any type of network marketing business is to use your products 100%. Be your best customers. Play with them, feel with them, use them. Even if they're not necessarily suitable for you, try them out anyway, because you want to be able to answer any question that comes up at that presentation. So presentation skill, we just did that rating. Now this also coincides with team building. So when you're building your team and you're talking about a presentation, it's fundamental that you know your marketing plan inside and out. You want to be able to answer anybody. How do you make money? How much money can I make? How quickly can I make this money? What is the average amount of money? So make sure that you know this. What about the different levels if you're moving up in your business?
Right.
How do you move up? What does it take to move up? What are the qualifications to move up? Okay. So presentation and closing, this again goes hand in hand. The reason why I see most people don't make enough money is because they're uncomfortable asking for the sale. As I said, nobody wants to be sold, but we all love to buy. So one of the tips that I have for you is to package your products in groups or so that you can offer a discount or some type of buying incentive. So for example, in Mary Kay offered different skincare sets or even color sets, but I could take it a step further, and I had something called a roll-up bag, and I can offer you something for your skin, your face, your body, your color, and anything else. And I could present those with a much bigger discount, so that I now had a customer who was using a lot of products, right? I had a lot of customers using a lot of products. And that's really what you want to work on, because the more products that your customers are using on a regular basis, the more residual sales that you're going to have, the more your income is going to grow, the more they're going to tell 2 people, and so on and so on. So closing, okay, let me ask you this. Have you ever felt uncomfortable asking for the sale?
Always. Well, in the beginning, I did a lot. I feel a lot less. As I said, I was typing as I was listening to you. And so when I offer a class to someone, I put in that class, especially if someone says, well, I don't have a gun yet. I said, well, I will go shopping with you. As when you're a client of mine, I will go shopping with you and offer my expertise in helping you pick out a gun that's right for you.
Ooh.
And that helps a lot.
Yeah, personal shopping service. I like that. You can go with me on my next shopping spree.
Excellent. I would love that. Because I mean, I don't know who doesn't like shopping, but I love shopping. I'm spending somebody else's money, not mine. And I get to play with guns at the same time. So that's a win-win.
Right? I love it. All right. So for those of you watching this replay, I do have a little trick that I want to share with you, because in the very beginning, I was not comfortable asking for the sale. I felt like I got better and better with my presentation. I learned what the products were. I got better at presenting everything. And then I would get down to the very end And I would sit down with my potential customer and I'd start talking and talking and talking. And I would go over the price set and the price set and the price set. And I'd pause for a minute. And instead of shutting up and letting her give me an answer, I'd end up talking so much, I'd talk her right out of the purchase. And then I would drive myself home and go, what happened? I don't understand. I would talk her right out of it. So one of the biggest little tips that I ever learned was when I sit down with my customer at the end of the party or whatever you're doing, offer the sets. Try not to offer more than 4 options, right? 2 to 4 options for price points, and give them the benefits of why they want it. How is it going to help her out? How's it going to benefit her? And then shut up. Bite your tongue. I don't care what you have to do. Take a drink of water, put a mint in your mouth, literally bite your tongue, but give her at least 2 minutes to sit there and think quietly so that she or he can make an educated, thought out decision. Because what happens is most of us are so uncomfortable asking for the sale that silence is a killer. And you just can't stand the silence. You get very uncomfortable. So you start chittering and chattering, and then you'll talk them right out of it. So that's my tip for you today. Okay. All right. One of the last 2 skills that we're going to talk about, I want to get through here really quickly, is follow-up. Have you ever heard the expression fortune is in the follow-up?
No, I haven't heard that.
The fortune is in the follow-up. So, you were telling me, Kay, earlier how you've handed out business cards. Well, when you hand out business cards or brochures, that is great. It's a very passive form of generating leads. The challenge is, you're going to excuse me 1 second because I'm going to pause this and let my dog in.
I have dogs like.
Thanks for being patient. Okay, so the fortune is in the follow-up. Okay, so a couple of things. Network marketing, oftentimes you have a business card or a brochure, you're handing things out to people, and that's a very passive form of lead generation. Now, what I'm going to encourage you to do is do a little bit more assertive. So when you hand out a business card or a brochure or whatever it is, get the person's name and number. Okay, so that's a little bit more assertive. It's not aggressive, assertive, because it's your business. You need to take charge of this. So in regards to the follow-up, there's two things I want you to look at. How many cards or how many names do you have that you have not actually called for follow-up, to schedule the introduction, to schedule the class, to schedule the business opportunity, to schedule anything and everything, okay? So I know a lot of people in business who get really good at lead generation, right? They're like, I got names and names and names. I go networking here, I go networking here, I do vendor here and vendor there. And they have piles of cards. And I go, great. So how many bookings do you have? Well, I don't have any bookings. But you have 50 names. So the follow-up is key. Second part of this is, what about you just had your class or your opportunity, or you played a referral game? So now you have more names, more potential leads. Did you follow up with them?
Right.
There's plenty of times people will come to a party or an event or a vendor. They are curious, they're interested, but maybe the timing is not right. They came out and it was a bad week or a bad month, and they really are strapped to the max. They don't have any money. They're not buying today. But you know what? If you were to follow up with them and share about your products or business or opportunity, guess what? Within 2, 5, or even 7 touches, there's a good chance you're going to have a booking or a sale or a new team member. So follow up is key. Most people don't follow up because they don't know what to say. They don't want to impose, or they don't want to be salesy.
Right.
Right? Because I can remember years ago, I'd be doing my customer follow-up calls, and I can remember sitting at my desk and going, I don't really want to call. Well, what if they're eating dinner? Well, what if they're putting the kids to bed? Well, what if they just got home? Well, maybe they just did this. And I would talk myself right out of it. I could come up with 1,000,001 excuses why I shouldn't call the person, right? These days we do a lot of texting, so it's not as invasive or intrusive. But the point is, you're still not calling and following up because you either don't know what to say, you don't want to impose, or you don't want to be salesy. Okay.
Yeah.
So right now, I want you to rate your skill set of follow-up. 1, here's what it is. I never follow up. 2, I rarely follow up. 3, I sometimes follow up. 4, I often follow up. Or 5, I always follow up.
Okay. So I'm going to have to go again with that 2.5, because it's not that I don't follow up at all, but I don't always follow up. So I am struggling to get better at it. Because follow up for me, it's been just that I will sit there at the phone and talk myself right out of it. And so I need to get better at that. I need to go ahead and just keep practicing it, getting in there, getting my feet wet, getting either, whatever they're going to say, and get out of my own head as to what's going on in their life, and just tell them, I talked to a lot of people. I went to a Bertie Business Network, small business networking, on Easter. It was phenomenal. I mean, I got so many leads and I haven't called them. Not one. So yeah, I need to do that.
So I'm going to share with you one more secret that I learned. Okay. The sooner you follow up with somebody, the warmer that lead is going to be. So ideally, if you can follow up in 24 to 48 hours, your percentage of opportunity to book that person for anything goes way up. Anything after 72 hours, you're starting to make that lead colder and colder and colder. And it's always easier to work with a warm lead. Keep that in mind. Okay. When I start sharing some stuff in the Facebook group again, I would love, whether it be UK or anybody who's watching this as a replay, let me know, which of these skill sets would you like to work on next? So if you look at the 7 that we're talking about, which one do you feel like you want to work on the improvement first? The last skill set is conversion, okay, or closing. And that's not necessarily the sale, because we talked about closing the sale, asking for the money. The conversion, what I'm talking about is recruiting or team building. Okay. Remember what I said earlier? If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, build a team, because not one person has all the skills needed to go far and fast. So here's a couple of ways to look at team building or recruiting. You want to look at people who love your product or service, because if they're already in love with it, why wouldn't they want to join your team? You want to look at people who enjoy talking to other people. You naturally have those chatty Cathys. So why not have a chatty Cathy join your team? She already talks about you all the time. She already talks about the product all the time. She would be a great addition to your team. What about somebody who loves to refer you to others? Because if she's already referring you all the time, she's going to naturally get referrals for herself. What about somebody who wants to make a difference for other people? You have so many people out there who just want to make a difference, to leave the world a better place than what they found it. So if your product or service is truly making a difference, she needs to know more about it. And she needs to know how to incorporate that in her life and make a difference for others. What about somebody who needs more money? Now, most people that I know need more money, but a lot of people just want more money. There is a difference. So if you're team building and somebody says, I want more money versus I need more money, the drive is going to be different. Okay. So you want to look for somebody also who has a busy life, because busy people get more done. So if you are looking for a committee, somebody to put on your committee to make an event happen or to make anything happen, and you look at a woman and says, oh, she's already got a lot going on her plate. She has a lot because she knows how to juggle a lot. And she's going to get more done than the person sitting over there with 12 hours with not a whole lot going on. Okay. Because the person who's busy makes it happen. This one's going to go, I don't know how to make it happen. So those are just a few tips on how to convert your potential customers or clients into qualified team members. So I actually have some really great resources on conversations, team building, leadership, etc. We are now over like 45 minutes, just like I had said we were going to be. So do you have any questions or comments about the 7 skills to build a successful and sustainable network marketing business?
Well, no, I like these skills, and I know that I can take them and tweak them so that it works for my brick and mortar business, and definitely help me. I can see that I do need that the follow-up is very important, and I'm working on the conversion closing now, because as we said in the beginning, what does a successful business look like? It looks like me not being the one that's the energy that's running the business all the time, that somebody else can do it. So that's what I want to work on now, my team building. And it's not so much that that's what I want to work on now. I guess I need to be honest with you and myself. It's that I've wanted it, but my own mindset has to change, that I'm not the only one that can do it. And just because it's not done the way I do it, it doesn't mean that it's wrong or not, or whatever. So that's been something that's held me back, but it's that I'm trying to shed that right now so that I can move along and not just go fast, but go far.
Excellent. That was beautifully put, Kay. Thanks for being honest and sharing. And I'm going to tell you, just because I've shared the 7 skills, they're simple. Simplicity does not mean it's easy.
No.
And what I learned now in Mary Kay, I'll tell you, like I said, I was doing Mary Kay for 25 years. In the beginning, it was my fun thing to do. It got me out of the house, away from the kids. I got to have a conversation with real adults, and I made some fun money. When I turned this into a have to instead of a want to, it was a mind shift change. And I had to overcome a lot of different fears, fear of talking to people, fear of imposing, fear of money, fear of success, I had to overcome a lot of fears. I also had to build my team many different times in order to find the team that could actually go into those next levels, because again, it's practice, it's understanding yourself, it's understanding other people. So there's a lot of different components to this, and mindset is one. That's a key. And the other one that I found is key is balance, right? A whole life work balance. Because I can't tell you how many times I says, okay, I'm going to go do this. And I focused on building my business, book, coach, sell, recruit, book, coach, sell, recruit. And then what happened behind the scenes was my family, I was getting disconnected. My house looked like a tornado hit it all the time. I was really stressed out. So to learn how to balance life and work was huge, and mindset, right? So if anybody's listening to the tail end and you're feeling like either one of those or you're struggling with, shoot me a message. And I also wanted to invite you to a very special life work balance that's going on right now. Try the Fit and Fab lifestyle so you can learn how to do this. And it's a repeatable process over and over and over. And when I fall off the wagon, which we all do, I go right back to exactly what I've been teaching, is how to focus on one area at a time with creating those systems and those goals and actions that give you a win every week. So I want to thank you, Kay, for hanging out with me today.
No problem.
I appreciate your feedback, and I look forward to seeing you in the group. And if you're watching the replay, please leave a comment and let me know your biggest takeaway. All right.
Well, thank you. I
All right.
appreciate you.
Thanks, Kay. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.